maybe I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap, only got one shit, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby I'm bad, baby I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Photo rocks on the side, I'm be attacked. Baby I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad.
What's good, you guys? It's your girl Cece, aka Cecilia Robinson, aka Cece, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in with me today. Before we get started, I need you guys to like, subscribe, share, and hit that bell so you know when I'm coming on. Listen, please, and I'm begging you, please share the videos. Guess what, you guys? I am back to dropping videos twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're gonna do this. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I took the necessary leave I needed to take from YouTube, and I'm back with more fire content, back with more energy, and yes, thank you to my loyal subscribers who have always been there supporting me, tuning in, sharing my videos. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. If you're new to the channel, please hit the playlist to start from the beginning and get the full effect of what's going on, and so you can know the whole story. I no longer do lives on Sundays, but what I do Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Trill After Dark, over on Trill Talk Media. Please go over to Trill Talk Media, another YouTube channel, subscribe, check out the content, check out the topics. Me, Black, and 7-8, we have fire stories over there. So please support. Now, I'm finna sit back and let y'all enjoy this video. Y'all be smooth. Y'all listen. I'm not trying to sound ungrateful or any of that. That's not the intentions. But I gotta be real with y'all. Having my children come get me was almost one of the worst ideas I've ever had. I just gotta be honest. At this point, you know, my children are grown up. They're young people. You know what I'm saying? And when young people get in a car, they do young stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're excited. Their mom just got out of prison. In their head, I'm still that chick. You know what I'm saying? Who I was before I went in. I'm with I'm with the stuff. You know, that's in their head. But I mentally, I was not ready for things that they had going on. For instance, you know what I'm saying? The dude who car was, he was sitting in the back seat. My other daughter was sitting in the middle, and my goddaughter was sitting on the other side. You know, they in the back seat. I'm in the passenger seat. My oldest daughter, she driving. You know what I'm saying? And my oldest daughter, I got to be honest with you, her foot is heavy. You know, now you got to understand something. I'm already in disbelief that I'm out of prison. You know what I'm saying? So I'm scared. Even though being released from prison should be the happiest moment in your life, I am terrified. Why am I terrified? For one, the other people who had the charge of me, they didn't come get me. They didn't put a hold on me. So I'm really figuring like I still got a warrant out there somewhere. Two, we in these white people neck of the woods. You know what I'm saying? And I just know, and I'm being real with you, not being racist, not being funny. You know, white people like to call the police on a car full of black people in a area they not supposed to be in. Three, I know these people know I just got out of prison. You know, four, my children have this music up so loud. So they speeding and the music is up extremely loud. Now, once again, before I went in prison, I got to be honest with you, I would have been right with this, you know, turned up with them. They in there, all this. I'm talking about everybody in there, they turned, you know, it's a party. And I'm the only person in there that look like I'm going crazy. Everybody jumping, my daughter speeding and everything. And I'm just thinking, you know, every car that pulls up and every car that go past and look over there and see us is the police. And they getting ready to pull us over at any moment. Another thing, they listen to NBA Youngboy in there. I don't have nothing against NBA Youngboy. I like some of his stuff. You know what I'm saying? But at this point in time, my mind, I'm old. You know what I'm saying? My mind has matured, and I didn't even realize how mature my mind had gotten. When I was locked up, only thing I'm listening to is, let me see, Imagine Dragon. You know what I'm saying? K-Leo, Ellie Goulding, some Adele, every now and then some Weeknd, Rag and Bone, Queen. You know, I'm a Highly Suspect, Hoser. I'm listening to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Soft rock and stuff like that. They got the hardcore gangster booga. Now, I'm looking around, you know what I'm saying, to see who attention I can get, because they can't hear me. And I keep saying, yo, turn that down, calm down. And I'm not trying to be the party pooper, because I know they're excited, because once again, they mom is home. You know what I'm saying? And these are some Chicago kids. You know, you can take the kids out of Chicago, but you cannot take the Chicago out of the kids. So they acting as if they in the damn hood. You know what I'm saying? So hey, turn it down. They not listening to me. I'm talking about they jamming. So I turn around and look at the dude. You know what I'm saying? The dude I don't know. I'm just gonna call him Twine. I turn around and look at him, you know, to try to tell him, you know, like, tell her to turn the music down some. You know, this your car. Tell her to turn it down. He looked me directly in my eye, put 2 fingers up at me and boom, pull the trigger. What did I do to you? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't know what type of games they playing, but I don't appreciate nobody fake shooting at me. You know what I'm saying? You don't boom at me. Well, I've been locked up all these years. You don't fake shoot at me. You don't know me. You know, I don't even know your name. I don't even know why you're here. You know what I'm saying? I get an attitude. It just is what it is. I get an attitude. I hit the radio. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, Mom, what's up? Yo, my nerves are shot. You know what I'm saying? I said, my nerves are shot. I said, your man's back here. He done put 2 fingers up and pulled the trigger at me. So they, what? Yeah, he done put 2 fingers up, pull the trigger at me. You know, now that means nothing to a lot of y'all, but I felt disrespected. Reason being, I don't know you. And just what make you put 2 fingers up and pull the trigger at somebody? It's just not cool. Plus, I'm a female. I don't know. Maybe he pulled the trigger at his mom. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So I just tell my daughter, I say, look, I ain't trying to be the party pooper. I understand everybody excited. You know, I need y'all to turn this down. I need you to slow down. I said, I'm scared that they're going to pull us over. And, you know, I just got out. I don't want to go back. I need you to slow down. Dude in the back who I don't know, Twine, you know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, baby girl. He said, yeah, you might want to slow down. So she was like, I don't even think I'm driving that fast. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be criticized, and that's not what I'm trying to do. She said, I don't even think I'm driving that fast. He said, yeah. He said, you is driving kind of fast. He said, and we is kind of out of pocket out here. He was like, man, my tag's bad on this car. What? He said, my tags is bad on the car. So you mean to tell me you drove all the way from Chicago? All the way. Y'all done drove all the way from Chicago, and this is like a 6-7 hour drive. Twine. Y'all done drove all the way from Chicago, and your tags is bad on the car. Like, just damn the police, damn law enforcement, and damn the fact that you coming to the prison to pick me up. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. Once again, I just got out. So anything go wrong, they can take me back. I already got a time that I got to be at the halfway house. I got to be in there before 6 o'clock. If I'm not in there before 6 o'clock, they going to put an escape charge on me. You know, it's just so many things going on. And he said his tags is bad. My nerves go through the roof again. So I get tight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, you know, once again, I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, but I'm being real. Man, I wish y'all would have told me this, you know, beforehand. I could have caught the bus. Now I got an attitude at everybody in the car, you know. So my daughter like, man, Mom, we've been good all this way. Like, let's just have some faith and let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't even know if I should just keep going or if I should get out and try to get on the bus. Mom, you're not finna get out and get on no bus. Like, I was thinking like, yo, this is my life, you know. And then it just goes to show you that anything, just any little thing can send you back to prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking in that instance, like all the people who I seen come back in those doors, like just little stuff like this can send them back to prison. So I'm quiet, I'm tight. My booty cheeks, boom. You know what I'm saying? Boom, tight. I'm tight. My heart in my cootie cat. I really don't got nothing to say. I'm sweating beads. You know what I'm saying? My asthma done start acting up again. I'm patting my pocket for an asthma pump. I'm nervous. You know, I'm nervous. I just tell my daughter, please, just whatever you do the speed limit and just get me to where I gotta go. You know, she said, well, Ma, I gotta take you. I gotta get you a phone. And she said, I know you hungry. You ain't had no, outside food. I was hungry. You know what I'm saying? But the tags ain't good on this car. So dude say, man, listen, let's wait till we get to Pittsburgh before we do any more stops. So my daughter say, like, well, what's the difference in stopping out here to get her something to eat and getting to Pittsburgh? He say, man, I got that thing up under the seat. What? You got what thing up under the seat? What thing you got up under the seat? You know the thing I'm talking about. You know damn well the thing I'm talking about. This boy had the thing up under the seat. So whose seat you got it up under? You know what I'm saying? I get to looking down and everything. He like, OG, chill. OG, chill. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to make it obvious. Boy, you got the thing up under my seat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to cry. I really wanted to cry. And I'm looking up at my daughter once again. I don't want to seem ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? My daughter see the look on my face and she get the cussing dude out like why would you have us out here like this? You know what I'm saying? He tell, and this some real stuff. He tell her, he say, man, he said, I didn't even know we was coming out here like this. He said, I was just coming over to your crib to, get some. And she was like, get some what? You know what I'm saying? She like, get some what? He was like, I thought, you invited me over to get some Gouda cat. He said, I thought you invited me over to hit that. He was like, I ain't know we was finna have to take a 6-7 hour drive to get your OG. He's like, just being real. He was like, where you live at, my ops around there, so I had to come prepared. So here's the thing. Let me break this down for you. My daughter needed a ride to come get me. You know what I'm saying? And she a real one, and all props go to her. She needed a ride to come get me. I didn't even realize that this was not the car that I had gave the prison. You know what I'm saying? She needed a ride to come get me, and the ride she had fell through. So he was a dude who was on her heels. You know what I'm saying? He was a dude who was on her heels, and she called him up like she, on that with him, like, yo, why don't you slide over here? So he thinking, you know what I'm saying, he finna go over there and smash some cupcakes. He thinking he finna go get the big one, do the big bucket. He thought he was finna do all that. And what happened was she put her sister and the god sister in the car and got his keys and told him to get up on the other side and pulled off and came and got her mama. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but she didn't know certain things. You know what I'm saying? So the rest of the car ride, she put on some Smokey Robinson. Her phone kept going off. And because when I uploaded the picture, I used her phone to upload the picture to Facebook. I logged into my Facebook account on her phone. So like all these people like, yo, is this really you? And all this other stuff. So in between the music, you know what I'm saying? Her notifications keep going off. And she trying to make me feel better, but like, dang, everybody happy you home. People want to know if it's me on your page or you on your page and all this other stuff. Now, I gotta break in here for a moment. For everybody who's looking for the picture of how I looked when I came home, the picture is on the cover of the last video. The Chinese bang, the long wig, the lashes. That's me when I got out of prison. That's the picture right there. Have it go. I'm sitting there. I tell her, I say I'll check it when I get a chance to get my phone. The rest of the rap was smooth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have to worry about no more break dancing and all that other stuff. But I still was nervous. We got to downtown Pittsburgh. And my appetite had came back. So my daughter was like, she pulled over, you know what I'm saying? We was like 15 minutes away from the place I had to go to the halfway house. So we pull over and she parked, and it's like a Popeye's chicken It's a few phone stores. I don't want to say all these, you know what I'm saying? It's a few phone stores. It's some little clothing stores and everything. And she tell me, she like, Mom, she was like, come on, we finna get you something to eat, then we gonna get you a phone, then we gonna get you in, and then we gonna get back on the road. So I tell my daughter, I say, y'all not gonna stay out here for a little bit? She like, nah. She was like, you already heard him. She like, his car, his tags and stuff messed up. She was like, I'm gonna try to go ahead and make it back to Chicago before anything happened. I tell her, okay. Now, this is inside the car. Now, when we get out of the car, like I said, we buy Popeye's chicken. It's a Boost Mobile store or whatever, and it's some clothing stores or whatever. She goes to the back of the trunk. She open up the trunk and she dig in the bag. She bring my phone. I had this Stylio phone. It was a brand new phone when I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? She bought that phone. She was like, "Oh, we gonna get this reactivated, all your contacts and everything up in." That was a smart move because that was a good phone. But y'all don't even know I still got that phone though. I ain't gonna lie, I still got that phone. It was a really good phone. Have it go. Manny bought me that phone. Manny bought me that phone right before I turned myself in on some real life stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay, good. You know what I'm saying? So we go up in Popeye's first. And like smelling that chicken from Popeye's, y'all. Like I hadn't smelled that in so long. Like this was about to be my first meal. You know what I'm saying? I started feeling a little bit more comfortable. It's like that, love that chicken from Popeyes. That smell, that aroma. So I'm standing in there. So all of us in there, me, my two daughters, my goddaughter, and Kente, Antoine. Well, I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? We all go up in there. So I'm excited. And when you haven't had something that, like when you first get out of prison, you want to eat everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the menu and everything, and I want dirty rice, and I want chicken, and this is my first meal out, and I want my kids to eat with me. I gotta be honest with you. I want my kids to eat with me. I want us to have like a family meal in Popeyes, and it's some real stuff. So, I got a few dollars in my pocket and everything. I'm like, all right, let me get two family boxes. You know what I'm saying? Let me get 2 family meals. Give me 2 mashed potatoes. I want some dirty rice. I'm like some corn. You know what I'm saying? I want some, make sure you got some biscuits up in there. You got some hot sauce, some honey. Can I get plenty of napkins and just, like you got some ketchup? Like I wanted everything. You know what I'm saying? I order up all this stuff. Boom. It's like $60 on some real life stuff. Pay for it, we get the stuff over there to the table and we all sitting at the table. Now the dude, unbeknownst to me, he tight. Like he mad. Now imagine he was up in there, he put the 2 fingers together and shot at me in the car. You remember that I had an attitude. He's mad that he really on this trip. You know what I'm saying? So he's texting all the time. He texting my daughter. I see her texting. I see him texting because he don't want to verbally say what he want to say to her. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Man, I'm not giving you nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what you talking about? She was like, he's sitting over there. He got an attitude. Like, because he wouldn't sit at the table with us. He like standing off to the side or whatever. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, this is not even the type of dude you talk to, but it is what it is. I'm like, okay, what's the problem? She was like, he thought he was finna get some Cootie Cat, and I got in the car, and we came out here to get you. So he texted me and telling me that, I owe him, and when we get back to the city that, you know what I'm saying, he want me to drop my drawers. That's what she said. You know what I'm saying? Dude get embarrassed. Mind you, get embarrassed. Because my daughter has put him on Front Street to her mom. So we all looking at him crazy like, yo, y'all like 6 hours away from the crib. This what you finna do, So he, what? I ain't even on that shorty. Just when we get back, he told my daughter, just when we get back, don't say nothing to me. She was like, I'm glad. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? She like, I did what I wanted to do. So I'm, when he go off and he get on the phone and he talking loud on the phone up in there, it's like some other dudes up in there. Now here's the thing, what I don't like about young people. They like to front they move a lot. Now imagine we in a whole different city. This is not Chicago. And I know Chicago people have their own little thing, you know what I'm saying? Chicago people, it's a hood everywhere and it's tough people everywhere. But like he on the phone, he like, yeah, I had to get out on that nigga. You know, niggas don't play with me and all this other stuff. Looking at the other dudes up in there, like he won't smoke with them. And I'm thinking to myself, boy, you get up in here and you get to rumbling with these other two niggas up in here because you want some fake tough Tony stuff. You know, trying to show out or I don't know what you was trying to prove, or he, you know, that's how he blowing off his steam because he really pissed at my daughter. But we gonna walk right up out of here. It just is what it is. Ain't nobody helping you. Like, I just got out of prison. Have it go while he over there doing all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I, you know, give my daughter the eye and all this, and she, you know, like, forget him or whatever. Listen, I start fixing plates. You know what I'm saying? I start fixing plates. I'm mama home. You know, I start fixing plates, you know, putting some chicken. What y'all want? Y'all want some of this dirty rice over here? Y'all want some of these mashed potatoes? You know what I'm saying? You want some biscuits, some honey? You know, I'm passing out plates and everything. Now, you don't deny nobody no food. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how dude was acting or whatever. His beef was not with me. You know what I'm saying? I say, yo, Denzel. I don't know this man's name. Denzel, hey, you want something to eat? Nah, I'm good. He ain't had nothing to eat. I'm like, he ain't nothing to say. She said, nope. I was like, you don't want to put nothing on your stomach. He said, nah, I'm good, I'm cool, I'm straight. I eat when I get to the crib. I'm like, you're not gonna get to the crib till later on tonight. Yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I asked my daughter, I said, I got some money, daughter. You know, the money from my books. I had my money. I said, I got some money. I said, y'all cool on money? So she said, yeah, mom, we got it. I said, nah. I said, for real, y'all cool on money? You got enough money to make it back? You got enough money to get some bus fare or something? Just in case you got to get up out of this car with this dude? She said, mom, we good. Trust me, we good. Have it go. Listen. The aroma from my Popeye's chicken start, you know, assaulting my nose. I don't want to say use the word assaulting, but it was enticing my nose. That aroma was dancing around my nose, and my stomach was like. So I'm like, okay, look. I'm like, y'all, this is my first meal. You know what I'm saying? The kids want to take a picture of me eating my first meal. Listen, I'm a dark meat type of girl. I loves me some legs and thighs. So I picked up the thigh. And I didn't put no hot sauce on it. I ain't do none of that. Baby, I bit into that thigh. Listen, I think I chewed the bones. You know what I'm saying? It was so good to me. And I'm biting and I'm eating fast. Cause you know when you're in jail, you got a certain amount of time to eat. You eat, you don't sit there and take your time. You know what I'm saying? You sit there and eat. So I'm used to eating fast at this point. So I'm eating the gristle and everything. I'm eating the gristle, licking fingers. Damn them napkins. You know what I'm saying? Damn them napkins. I get the biscuit. I'm chewing, I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? I'm wiping. I had me some tea, some tea, some sweet tea. Listen, I ate, man, Johnny got 2 boxes of chicken. We didn't even get through one. You know what I'm saying? But I ate me 3 pieces of chicken and I felt sick as a dog. I felt so sick. Like immediately, my stomach get the. I'm talking about I get the BGs. You know what I'm saying? I get the BGs. So I have to go to the bathroom up in the Popeye's chicken and relieve myself. Mind you, I've been in prison. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had this grease. I ain't had no honey. Ain't no honey in there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of these biscuits or this dirty rice. Ain't none of these ingredients up in there. You know, this stuff is rich to my system. I had to let it go. You know what I'm saying? It took me about 20 minutes up in the people's bathroom. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I sat there swinging, my feet twiggling my toes, and enjoyed my toilet time. Damn that. You know what I'm saying? After that, you know, I had to clean myself expeditiously. I had to clean myself and everything. We leave up out of there and we go next door to the boot store. You know what I'm saying? Well, we go a little, it's just a little ways down to the boot store. And so I go up in the boot store. You know, I got the phone in my pocket. We activate the phone. They give me my new number, which is the number I have now. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. They, you know, I activate my phone and I hop right on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? My password, everything is saying I hop right on Facebook. And I see all these people comment like, yo, is you out? Is this really you? Is this really you? Is this really you? And I get to talking. You know what I'm saying? I get to talking. I'm home. I need money from everybody. Listen. Yeah, listen. Wait. Oh. Wait. Y'all almost ended this. I'm sorry. I almost cheated y'all. Wait. Listen, I get on Facebook, like I said, so I need money from everybody. I'm home. I need money from everybody. I need money from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, where you staying at? Where you at? Where you at? I say, yo, I'm in Pittsburgh. I'm going to this halfway house. Give me till tomorrow. Give me till tomorrow. Give me till tomorrow. Okay, cool. You know, I mean, it's like, y'all could go, my Facebook page, which is Cecilia Robinson. You'll see me on there. I got on like a little red bar. I got multiple Facebook pages, but that's my original page. You can go through all that. You can see all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can go all the way back down to my release date, all that. However it goes, you know, after I get my phone and everything, I'm on there playing with it. We get in the car, and my daughter, like my daughters, my two daughters, you know, they digging in bags and stuff. They trying to give me devices, cause I tell them like, yo, I got to get back on my grind. I got to get back on my hustle. Like, I'm not going to prison. Like, this conversation I'm having in the car before they even pull off. I'm like, I'm not going to prison. I was like, so I need to, you know, start typing out these books. I was like, I'm finna release the book. I'm doing book time. I'm talking about I got buku dreams. You know what I'm saying? I got buku dreams. It's like, yeah, everybody finna know I'm home. I'm like, I got a story to tell. I was like, I'm finna pick up where I left off just on a legit note and all this other stuff. You know, I'm getting motivated again because now I'm in Pittsburgh. I ain't got to worry about the police pulling us over like that no more. I'm almost to my stop. However it goes, you know, while the kids getting all the devices and stuff together, my daughters and them, they getting kind of sad because it's only two of my daughters that's there. You know, and my goddaughter. So they like, dang, Mom, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to come back up here and see you. And like, you know, well, we gonna have to FaceTime and all this other stuff and all this other stuff. I'm like, yeah. I was like, as soon as I get a pass, I'll be able to come to y'all. All right, so we drive over to the CCC Center, which is in Shadyside, right across from UPMC Hospital. When we pull up to the place, I was confused because I'm thinking, like, you never know what kind of place they have you staying in. I'm thinking I'm finna be in this big building, like, I don't know what a halfway house was. I didn't know. So I'm just thinking, like, it's this building that you got a little apartment in and all this other stuff. We pull up to the place and it's like a mini mansion. You know what I'm saying? It's a mini mansion and it's red. It's got a wraparound porch and you know, we all get out the car and everything. I don't know the rules and regulations of this place. I don't know none of this stuff. So my daughters, they pulling out luggage. I'm talking about, I got 4 suitcases. It's 2 duffel bags. I'm talking about shoes. I got, like, when I say they hooked me up, they hooked me up. I got the long wig on, you know, I'm feeling fresh. I got a new lease off on life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm my next move got to be my best move. So we go up the stairs because it's a porch, like it's like 6 stairs. You know what I'm saying? You go up the stairs and it's a door. Now it's me, both of my daughters and my goddaughters. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a suitcase and everything. Dude stayed in the car. So the first door you walk in, you can pull that one. You know what I'm saying? The second door, you got to be buzzed in. So they looking at me and I'm looking at them and I'm seeing metal detectors. I'm seeing them pat people down and all this other stuff. Then I'm looking at the rules on the walls and everything while I'm standing in this little foyer area and all this, like, you will go back to jail and all this. I'm talking about the literature on the wall. They talking heavy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, the literature on the wall is scary. Like, you mess up any of these rules, you going back in. Do not bring these items in. You cannot bring open liquor, like liquid in. You can't bring open pops in. You can't do this. You can't do that. I'm talking about it's all this stuff. And mind you, I've been in prison. You know what I'm saying? So I'm used to prison rules. This stuff right here, and I know it sounds simple to you, but this stuff looks scary because if I violate any of these things, they're sending me back. Now, this already discouraged me. I got to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? It already discouraged me. The little new lease I had off on life a few minutes ago when I was walking up those steps and looking at all my stuff and everything and the ideas in my head of how I'm going to do this book set and everything, I realized once again, you are still an inmate. You know what I'm saying? You are still an inmate. You can't do nothing without these people telling you to. How did it go? One of the ladies come over to the door, and it's pretty much it's like 6 ladies in there and one dude. You know what I'm saying? This heavy set lady with this short look cut white lady come over to the door. She was like, "What are you here for?" I was like, "My name Robinson. Not supposed to be checking in here today." And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Step in." So when she tell me to step in, my daughters and stuff try to step in. She said, "You guys can't come in." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Okay, who's gonna help me with my stuff?" She was like, "You can't have that stuff." I was like, "I can't have that stuff." She said, "You can only have," she told me you can only have 3 pair of shoes. You can only have 4 bras. You can only have 6 shirts. You can only have 4 pair of pants. You can only have 6 pair of panties. You can only have 4. I'm like, what? I'm like, I have more stuff than in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so blue. Then she tell me, she was like, "Is that your hair?" I said, "No, it's a wig." She said, "You can't wear a wig up in here." She said, "You can take it off," and she said, "You can put it in your locker when we give you a lock." She said, "But you can't wear that. You can only wear your natural hair up in here." So I'm thinking, I'm like, "Are you serious?" She was like, "Yeah." And she got to going over, like, she got a clipboard. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get to going over a long list of rules. It was more rules at this damn halfway house than it was in prison. So I'm looking at my daughter and stuff, and my daughter, like, you can tell my daughter getting frustrated. She like, "Okay, it is what it is." She was like, "Mom," she was like, "Let's just go ahead," you know what I'm saying, and go through the stuff. She said, "You pick out what you want." She said, "And I'll take the rest back." She's saying, "When you get up out of here, you can get your stuff back." So I tell her later, I was like, "Hell, y'all might as well send me back to prison." You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Well, if you break any of these rules, we will be sending you back." So she was like, "I just want to be honest with you." She was like, "I don't know you and you don't know me." She was like, "But I don't want you to be the reason you do go back to prison." She said, "You have an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to be out here and be correct." She was like, "And I'm not going to cut you any slack." I was like, "I don't want you to cut me any slack." She said, "Okay, if you don't want me to cut you any slack." She said, "Well, go talk to your daughter." She said, "It's your daughter, right?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Separate the stuff you want." She said, "Come on so we can get you checked in." I was so irritated. All right, I gone on out to the little foyer part. You know, we go through everything, and like, I was like, I just want to go back. I just really want to go back to Cambridge. I did. I don't know these people, and it seemed like they're going to be on me. They're going to be riding me more than the COs did at the prison. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to, I didn't want it. I didn't want the feeling. My daughter tell me, she said, "Mom," she said, "I already know what you're thinking." She said, "Don't be that way." She said, "It's going to be all right." She said, "Once you get up out of here," she said, "You know, you can do whatever you want." She said, "You just cannot violate your parole." I said, "Okay, cool." I still had some time. You know, I got put all my stuff in my little duffel bag that I could have. I went out the door and I hugged my children, and I raided that Kiwan. And you know, I said goodbye to them. I went back up in there, and they give me a cup. They go through my stuff. While they going through my stuff, they give me a cup and tell me to go in there and give them a drop. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't understanding that the place that I was at, 97% of the people in that place was crackheads. 97% of those people in that place was crackheads. Listen, y'all stay tuned. Sorry, I gotta explain this stuff to y'all. Be smooth.